Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear that. Heard, heard. My name is Aya. Um, this is my channel, Wild Free and Tego Fairy. I'm a mystic. And we're going to get into some like really fun, interesting stuff here today. I'm going to say some controversial things. I usually don't because I don't like smoke and I'm not really here to argue with people. I don't like to argue. I honestly don't. I love my peace. But sometimes, in order for peace to be cultivated, you have to make war. The road to peace isn't always so peaceful. You have to fight for it. Oxymoron. But I mean, it is what it is in this duality, in the third dimension anyway. Like when you get to the upper dimensions, you understand that there is only one mind and you have a choice whether or not to live in harmony with the laws of the universe or not. The love, intelligence. Okay. Today we're going to be discussing how the energy of women is being has been used quite successfully to give permission to the Antichrist to exist. Women, this is why ego centered men hate. It's not you. It's not a personal thing. Nothing in this world in these dimensions are personal. It's all business, baby. It's all business. It's all about survival. Okay? So let me tell you what the world would look like in a world where women are empowered. And we're talking about a heterosexual type situation. Because let's be clear, since the inception of social media and everyone is allowed to speak, right? I really enjoy it. I know I have a scientific mind, and everything is an experiment and an observation to me. I observe the zeitgeist with much delight. I'm detached, you know. I look at it like, oh, that's good for y'all, because I opted out of the game a long time ago. Okay, I'm just here to give you my take so that I can help people find new ways to think, and open up new passage ways in their brain so that the possibility of having a new earth, you have to first have the possibility. You have to be able to think about it. Stop. Think about it. Like you have to be able to see it. We have to be able to connect ourselves to it. This is what this is about. This is not about hurting anyone's feelings or bashing anyone or calling anyone better than the other. The truth is, none of this is real, okay? This is all very much so plastic. We're living a dream, and we're all trying to figure out. I'm sorry, I have to use a VPN for where I'm at, or else when I go live, the only people that so it's going to be weird and go in and out. Excuse me. Kind of stop talking. Oh, we're all trying to figure out how to make this dream not a nightmare or make the dream more comfortable. Although, of course, the Miracles says not to try to make the dream more comfortable, and that's a true statement. Like this is what's happening now. The dream, that the illusion that we're living in, the patriarchy that we're living in, the illusion that we're living in is crumbling before our very eyes. I'm excited about it. I've been waiting for this my whole entire life because I've been called a fool. I've been called looked at like I'm crazy. People have been able to successfully say and be, compared to other people because I don't think like everybody else that I'm crazy and to stay away from me. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I celebrating? I know y'all don't like that. Too tough. The Agent J's out there, y'all always think that the earth angels are taunting you just by speak speaking and existing, but we're not. We're not even thinking about you. You're obsessed with us. Get a life. Like, we will love it if you got a life, because every time I open my mouth and I come online and I do my job, this is what God told me to do. What did God tell you to do? Anyway, every time y'all pop up wherever I'm at and use scare tactics and like try to intimidate me and try to get in my way and things, and you look crazy. I'm just letting you know. My face is so dry. Y'all look crazy. Y'all look very much so insane. Okay? So let's get into the topic at hand. Enough of my ranting for a second. I always get dry like right here, up in here. Okay. The womb. The womb has been used to give permission to the Antichrist to exist. And I was saying about how, ladies, how men don't hate you as an individual. It is the fact that they know it's an unsettling, insecure spot to be in, to know that as soon as you get comfortable and show your true colors, you're not going to be quote unquote loved anymore. See, everything on this planet needs to be loved. And it needs to be authentically loved. It has to be a true love, they say, right? A true love's kiss will raise the dead back to life. True love. Who is a holder of true love? What is true love? What is love? People don't know what love is. People think love, people will have you believe in the patriarchy that love is weak and it bends over backwards. Uh, uh. Love ain't no hoe, okay? Love ain't weak by a long shot. Love is very decisive. It can also be very cold. Love is strong. Love is knowingness. Love is sight. Love is intelligence. It is not a feeling. It is also not a state of being either. You can embody love. We hope that you do. We invite you all to embody love. That means you will have to clear the sewage and the pathways of your meridians. Or I'm sorry, the stress, the tightness, what they wrong, right, bad, good, or what, because in true divine fashion, the goddess can use anything for her good, for its good. Everything's recyclable. Everything is compost. You can use energies regardless of how they show up to your advantage. However I'm holding this mic is hurting my thumb. Um, and that's a true alchemist. Hey, fairy alchemists, how y'all doing? Y'all do this all the time, every day, whether you know it or not. You turn things that are trash into a garden, right? Okay, so speaking of trash, we're talking about the Antichrist. What is the Antichrist? Anti-life. When people hear the word Christ, they think about Jesus Christ, but it's really Jesus the Christ, because he allowed himself to be a vessel of light. He allowed life to truly be a home within his being, and that's how you ascend. The example. This is a separate subject, but the example that he set on a cross isn't for everyone to follow. That was his personal experiment to see whether or not he could do it. And the experiment is, can I be loving in the face of the most heinous hate? Can I do it? Because that will prove to the world that you can always choose love and you don't have no excuse. So women, How have your womb been siphoned? Because women, we feel tricked, bamboozled, got, okay, and now we're waking up and it's a party. Got it. Gotcha. All right. So what's next? Cool. So you have to understand what to allow into your space and what the womb energy actually is. It is life force energy. It is fluids running through you. It is a connection to life that is invisible, is intangible. And anything that you pay attention to, you are nurturing. They try to take that power away from you or tell you that you ain't doing shit and you ain't nothing, so that you don't know just how powerful you are and how bad everything and everyone around you needs you, especially if you are a pure-hearted soul. What they would say, a earth angel or a chosen one. Oh, you power, you are powering cities. You up the frequency of everything and everyone around you. I'm sorry, but you're that girl or that guy if you've done the work. And kudos to you if you are a man, a divine masculine, and you came on earth to do this journey at this time. You are a bad mother and you deserve all the girls. And this kind of what I want to get into as well. So when you don't listen to your intuition and you allow the programming and the belief systems of the patriarchy to override your better judgment, you are allowing a destructive energy into this dimension, because that's what y'all do. Y'all are creators. You allow souls into this dimension, into the world. Like you're a portal. Y'all don't understand. Please, please. Like, okay, you know that post I made in the community or whatever yesterday that nobody hardly read because nobody cares or whatever. Fine, cool. It's cool. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what spirit asked me to do, regardless of who shows up for the party or whatever. I'm like, okay, I did it because they be on my back. I did it, y'all. I love you guys. I'm talking to my spirit team. I love you. I love you. And thank you for always providing for me, looking out for me in this crazy world where no one is supportive of a mystic like me. Like, please, let's be real. That's who provides for me. God, the goddess herself comes down and holds me up. All right. Um, I'm just being so goofy. I'm begging. I'm begging y'all to although it hurts and it's hard and it's so sad that what am I gonna do? Okay. You have to understand how important you are, how powerful you are, and that you have been brainwashed into believing that, oh, you ain't shit, you ain't hardly doing nothing, no way, we don't need you, no how, girl. Wow, all in all, they're still gunning for you. Like, why do you need to tell me this every day? See, this world is opposite day. Whatever they say you're not, that's what you are. If somebody tells you you're ugly, you're actually beautiful. If somebody tells you you're not needed and you're not worthy, oh my God, you must be powering cities with your light. And they just don't want you to know that. And if they can convince you to let them use your energy to do basically whatever they want, because it's not for no reason. Look at Mars. Look at the planet Mars and what these same parasites did there. It used to look like Earth. Y'all don't know that though. They're not going to tell you that. Mars used to look like Earth. These parasites go from planet to planet and they try. They're selfish and they just take and they don't care. They just want the freedom to be able to take. That's what y'all are giving your attention to. Okay. And that post I was talking about What's about to unleash in this world with all this celebrity worship, I feel so bad for the children. I feel so bad for the people that think everything is just like they're not worthy of taking care of themselves, and like their energy doesn't matter, because when you don't feel like you matter, you do anything to yourself and you let any old thing in. When they release them tapes, because I have a pretty good track record with my site. When they leak these tapes, people are going to be beside themselves, favorite celebrities and very compromising positions. Ew. And when I got this download, I repented. I apologized to Spirit, because we've all played a part in being nefarious and not being responsible for our sexual energies and for our life force energy, and misusing it, mistreating it, not understanding it, not understanding the power that we hold with our mind and the things that we think about. These parasites, they need host. They need host. And they need hosts that match their frequency in order to come more deep, embed themselves deeper into these dimensions. Okay, they want to come out loud and be proud and be destructive for fun, not for any reason, not for no reason. You know, everybody wants to know why narcissists do what they why, because it's fun. It's when they're being abusive is the only time they feel powerful. When they feel like they're getting over on you and they beat you, they want to just win. It's not for any reason. They haven't won anything. And why women? Why am I talking to women? Okay. So you're brainwashed to allow yourself to be manipulated, because vampiric energy can only enter into your space with permission. You have to give it permission. You have to give it you can even give it subliminal permission, like you don't even know you're giving it permission. Nothing can enter into your womb space, like your love, care, generosity, without your permission, without your consent. And that would be you focusing on these people and being like, I care about you, I love you, I'm going to be there for you. I understand that no one's ever loved you and that you need somebody to, like, all of that, to beings that have showed themselves the ego. I'm talking about egoic people in general. Using the term man or woman is clickbait at this point, because most people on this planet are carriers of parasitical energies. Like, that every man for themselves mentality is a mentality of scarcity, disharmony, lack. And that is the patriarchy. And that has nothing to do with a man, but it's a particular type of lower level entity that includes misogyny. And women can have internalized misogyny as well. And that's them giving permission to that energy to exist. Because without a woman's love, without a woman's touch, things will shrivel up and die. In a matriarchal system where we are clear and we get to use our intuition and our power at its full force, you would choose the men that you would want to let into your feminine spaces. And the rest of them will shrivel up and die without a woman's touch. Why are y'all putting y'all hands? on these men's and letting them into your in your face when you know they don't deserve. Like the first sign that someone is trying to manipulate you, stop giving them permission. First, not second or third. First. First. And if that means you have to kick it by yourself, you are the giver of life. Enjoy it. Okay? That's why I made that I'm always preaching about joining my Patreon and my YouTube, because y'all don't know how to tap into your own life force energy. You're giving life to everyone else but you. Okay? I've also come to the conclusion that there aren't that many purely straight men on the planet. Give that up. If you're a heterosexual woman, there's probably more heterosexual women, like straight women, than there are straight men. Which would mean y'all would be sharing, and there wouldn't be as many children on the planet being born. It would be more control. But that's only if women allow themselves to take ownership of their womb energy. Like you can't give that away. Who else? Like, well, how doesn't another person have control over your womb? Only if you allow it. I love you. You have to give that up. Looking for always led you astray. Can't nobody but God lead you. And it's okay. Like that's the religious rigmarole where you're so weak and so gentle in spirit that you need a man, and it's like tiring because it's fake. Y'all know y'all not really like that. You know, women are so used to faking that even when we talk to each other as women, we try to put on that act or whatever, put on this face in front. hmm if any of y'all have ever been in a long-term relationship at all, then you have had the thought that according to societal standards, I would be the man. And the male is actually weaker. But you're not allowed to say that out loud because the male's ego is pretty darn fragile. So let's get into the fears here of the male ego, of women becoming balanced and understanding their power and energy. They don't want to shrivel up and die. Oh, my face is dry. But they also don't want to, like, they don't want to change, and they don't want to give up their position either. They don't want to give up that woman's touch because they know the power of a woman's touch more than a woman does. They've been like really kind of like rolling in it, rolling around in pussy like a pig in slop for a long time, and they don't want to give that up and have it only go to a select few men, and they'll fight tooth and nail and say whatever it is they have to say. I mean, that hasn't changed. They've always been like that. They'll say whatever they got to say to get access to our energies, to our loving touch. The way they do it is how you know whether or not the person is worth your time. If a person allows you to stay true to who you are, I mean, they can't stop you. But if in connection with them, you're at peace with yourself, because a true relationship is pretty boring. Like a real love, true love is boring. It is. Like when you find somebody that you feel the most natural with, and they let you be your natural self, and you don't have to change anything. You don't have to pretend. You can just be your full self and they can be their full self, and there's trust and balance and harmony. It's peace. It's like a regular functioning day when you're having a good day. It's not a big deal. It's only drama um when you're questioning yourself, doubting yourself, having to change yourself, roll around in the dirt in a pretzel, explain yourself, um, answer stupid questions like who brings what to the table. Okay, you know. And girls, if you're being asked these types of questions, he doesn't like you like that. He's not attracted to you. He doesn't see you as worthy of working hard for, spending his money on. He's not going to. So, yeah. Reacting. Stop reacting, because that's giving energy as well. That's like giving your life force energy away. Your attention, your attention is your currency. It is your life force energy, your womb energy. That that's why Earth ancient to your karmic gang stalking family. They go crazy and they're like, oh my God, where is she at? Where is he at? Even though they did the true guys, go hang out, dude. Be different. Follow those guys that y'all call simps, because in this again, it's in the patriarchy, in the matrix, in the world. That's what the Bible says calls the world versus the kingdom of heaven. In this world, not of this world. Um, in the patriarchy, everything is opposite day. So if there's men that the egocentric male can't stand, then those are the true leaders. Those are the men that they should be looking up to. Because egocentric people, the Antichrist, just wants to get away with doing whatever it wants because it feels like it has a right to. I have a right. I have a right to kill and steal and destroy if I want to. Who are you to tell me I can't? Is really the attitude, and it's a crazy one. But if the people with wombs stop nurturing, supporting, giving our attention to these entities just because they show up as a being of light for 5 minutes, they're really good at mimicking. It's called a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And the truth of the matter is they think love is weak anyway. So why are you coming over here for? Why you need something that you think is weak? If you hate me so bad, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. But they're not going to do that because what they're saying ain't true. I have a narcissistic mom, right? And I used to talk to my family. Um, I've been no contact from my mother for like almost 15 years. And I'm no contact from my whole family now because who wants to be around such a loving, empowered person? That's crazy, right? My siblings would come to me and try to get me to come back into the family programming. I forgot what my point was going to be. I'm sorry. It might come back to me. But anyway, I thank you guys for joining me. I thank you. Bring the joy. Center the joy back into your body and actually like feel it. Because it's really, in order for you to ascend, the problem that most people have is that even if they're doing all this spiritual work and they're doing, healing and all this and affirmations, they don't feel no change they feel empty, they feel nothing, they feel stressed still, like all this stuff is being held in your body, in the cells of your being. And the fear that most people have of decentering the patriarchy, decentering the false matrix or whatever, because that's really what this is. It's not necessarily about decentering a man. Whenever you decenter the ego out of your life and you allow your ego to die by taking responsibility for your own energy, because the ego is all about gaining power by pointing the finger at others, by controlling the narrative of who's right and who's wrong. That doesn't even really freaking matter. Like the ego doesn't make any sense, but it thinks it's smart, but it's not intelligent. Because love is the only intelligence. Love is the highest intelligence. Love is an intelligence. Love is intelligence. Love is in the grows and expands life, and it's a mystery. Love is an unlimited, eternal power. And the ego, the antichrist, what have you believe that love within you is nothing and it's weak, and you should give it to me. Why do you want something that's weak? That's weak. You have to start asking these types of questions. Like why is someone after something that they hate so bad? They only hate that they have to A, work for it, and B, jump through the hoops they have to jump through, because they really just want to come out and be a beast. The beast in the Revelations. What is this? You see, all of these things that are said for a long time are certain parts of the body, certain parts of humanity, certain parts of the ego, certain parts of the mind. Okay? The beast is the lower nature of man. When it goes, sorry about that, when it goes untransmuted and unchecked, look at what it does. You don't need, we don't need to discuss that. You can see it with your very eyes. It's all about pleasure, which have nothing to do with joy and peace. People confuse dopamine hits with joy, okay? And people confuse dopamine hits with happiness. People confuse short highs and short wins, you know, with well-being and completion. The reason why womb energy is so potent is because it's a complete energy. It doesn't need anything from anyone in order to be what it is. And although men are capable of embodying and coming in contact with this energy, the quickest way is through our womb. And they have to work really hard to in their ego world measure up to. But it's not us. It's the power that of the goddess within us. It's not a human. Please. Women, don't flatter yourselves. Pay homage. Honor yourself, though. Do honor yourself. Pay homage to the spirit of life within you. Respect it. Give it its just due. Give it its tens. It's everything. It's in everything. And you didn't have to work to be valuable. It's a free gift from the divine. It's proof that God loves you. All you have to do is focus on that light within you. Focus on it. It talks to you. It guides you. It is you. It is you. That's the real you. Your body isn't you. Anything that is temporary and can disintegrate is not real. Only eternity is real. And women, you have eternity sitting in your womb at all day. And it feels amazing. It's amazing to be a woman. Be proud to be that. But don't nurture, you don't have to. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it like this. Instead of telling you don't do something because you didn't even know that you're doing that. You're kind of born, as soon as you're born, you're brainwashed into giving your energy away to everybody. It's like me first, me first. Everybody's lining up. Okay. No one ever asks you for your permission. Everyone just kind of assumes that they're entitled to your energy. I know that. They're not. Like I had this server yesterday, Agent J popped up in him because he was a low level vessel, right? This waiter. Where am I from? Where did I come from? How long am I going to be here? All this. Um, and then he tried to read my energy, and I was like, "This is none of your business." As I called his out. He went in the back, and my spirit team was like, "Watch your receipt." He added so many extra things to my receipt. It was absolutely insane. I forgot what my point was again. Anytime I go off on a tangent, it's crazy. I'm really in the moment. I'm really enjoying having this conversation. I'm a little scared though because I don't ever really share these type of thoughts out in public, but I'm supposed to be sharing uh, because I'm supposed to help. I don't mind helping, but I wish I could do it in private mostly. But we're talking about embodying joy and how important you are, how worthy you are, and how free that worth is. You don't have to earn it. All you have to do is focus in on it, cultivate it. It's yours. You're supposed to be playful. This is not. You're not supposed to be being so serious. You know, um, if you want to get married and have kids, do. And also what I wanted to say too to humanity, it's not time to gang up on other women just because there's some women that still want um a experience love, and if they get tricked or manipulated into putting up with antichrist, anti-life type energy, I don't think it's our place to be discompassionate because we're all at different stages of our awakening process. And um, to me, when someone's not compassionate, that's a sign that they're not really all the way healed because you really only get triggered and mad at someone when they are doing the same thing that you're doing in some way. Okay. And what I also fear is that a lot of women will white knuckle and say they're decentering male energy, but they really don't mean it. They just want to fit in. This ain't do all that. Be yourself. You can only be where you're at. And how love works is it really only is able to be received in a space of authenticity. That's why a lot of people when they're doing all of this healing work, if you're disingenuous and you're just and you're just going through the motions, then you're not going to heal and you're not going to evolve. You're going to get a bunch of knowledge, and when you gain a lot of knowledge, you become accountable for what you know. So a lot of people bind themselves in these holding patterns and have expectations put on them based off of all the knowledge that they're gaining that they can't even live up to because their energy is still at a lower base level because they refuse to admit where they're at as far as their stage of development. If someone were to ask me what's the most important thing about ascension, about your spiritual journey, it's being yourself, like being exactly where you're at, like how they used to say at my old church that I grew up in, come as you are. Come as you are. Be wholly yourself. Hey honey, be yourself. Because that's where love is. Love is you being authentic. Love can reach you when you're authentic. Healing can reach you when you're authentic. You know, so and if I'm around, I'll still be here. Yeah, girl, if I'm around, I'll still be here. If I'm around, I'll still be here for you. But yeah, in the yeah, Monday, we're going to have a fairy club meeting. For it's free. You don't have to join the membership or the Patreon. I just want to do a meet and greet because some of you might have questions and I have questions for y'all too. What do you need? What do you want to see? I have lots of ideas. I know that people need to embody love, joy, peace in order for you to truly ascend. You can't just say, speak and say. You have to embody. You have to live it. And this is where, you know, people will fight tooth and nail to try to keep the world intact, like I was talking about at the beginning, to make this nightmare comfortable. And what you really need to do is turn the other cheek and let it go. And that might mean family members, friends, jobs, dogs, cat. You might have to just let it all go, let it crash and burn, because the Antichrist don't want to be saved. It don't want to. It doesn't want to heal. It doesn't want to be different. And there's no sense in it, and you're not going to be able to stay around and help it make sense without, because you giving it attention is all it wants. Is your energy, your life force energy, your true love, your authentic love. Ooh, that sounds so, because it is. It's like, ugh. Again, I say, look at Mars. Look at the planet Mars. These parasites were there at one time because planet Mars used to look like Earth. This will happen to Earth if we don't stop giving access. I mean, cold. I told you, true love is cold because it's exacting. It knows, love knows what it is and what it ain't. Love be like, this ain't that. Okay? You can't fake love. It won't allow you to. And that's for our protection. Because if God bend to the will of the Antichrist, then we would really, really be in trouble. A lot of people have a hard time changing and healing and transforming. But thank God you have that option. Because if God ever changed its stripes in order to appease a human that feels like it's too hard to change, I can't do it. I have to give in to my lower nature, then we will never be able to wake up. So thank God you can wake up, no matter how grueling the process might be at the beginning. It does get better. I'm living proof of that. Okay? I told y'all, I've been no contact for 15 years from my narcissistic family system. I have been celibate for 7 years. Okay? And it's not because I was like, I'm going to be celibate. No, it's from me not accepting anything but love, like true love, like true support. Like, you have to really, truly, honestly want to get to know me. You can't be trying to manipulate me and telling me that you love me. It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. Okay? There's no tricking me, and there's no collecting of red flags around here. And that goes for anybody that's ego centered. It can be a man or a woman. I don't care. I told y'all, mama, cut off. Daddy, cut off. Okay? It's it's not like a it's not like it wasn't a grueling process. It was. It's absolutely a grueling process. I'm in the process of writing it all out because I feel like, especially brown girls like me, we don't have a lot of mystical examples. And we also don't believe one another because we've been brainwashed into believing that and this is how you know that this is how I know that black women's us black women's is the have the highest frequency of love, because love is the only real power, is because they put us at the bottom. The Bible says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So black women's, we get like put to the worst categories because those are the people that are fighting love the most that do that. They don't want us to be the ones with the highest intelligence. But we do. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's an ancient thing. It's like an ancient cellular. That's what's coming to me. It's like an ancient cellular memory and connection to life. It's like it now. I'm starting to feel drawn in by it because all it takes is giving it your attention. That's why I'm